What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this. The YMS-07B-0 Prototype Gouf Tactical Demonstrator from the Gundam The Origins animated series. Now, this mobile suit is actually the second mobile suit prototype from the Gouf line, because it actually was built off the other prototype model, the YMS-07A, which had the manipulator hands and the beam machine gun. Now that one is not going to come out later on as a model kit, I believe, but this one was, like, according to Gundam Wiki, they wanted, this was the other mobile suit that comes with the 5-finger machine gun hands, the 75mm hands, and the heat rod that you see there in this picture. Surprisingly, I was under the impression that this mobile suit will see some sort of action in the second movie, the second movie of Gundam The Origins of Episode 2, Artesia's Sorrow, which I saw recently. But the only mobile suit that they showed was the Mobile Worker 01, which is coming out as a model kit as well. Nonetheless, this is still a cool looking Gouf prototype Gouf introduced in the series. And I liked it the overall design has some unique features, especially some parts where you can actually remove some of the arms and replace it with other arms. I wonder if we'll be seeing this in episode 3, which will come out spring of 2016. So here's hoping that we'll see something like that in later in the next animated movie. But for now, we're gonna work on this, and I got this kit from Gundam Planet. Saw it at their section there, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get this. It was one kit that I saw at Comic-Con, and for reasons unknown, I just decided not to get it. But I guess I was so tired and all that stuff, and going here and there. Then in the end, I decided to, not to get it. And then, of course, going to Gundam Planet, I saw it there, and I said, I'm getting this. Now, this, of course, the pilot is the legendary Rumble Raw in its famous bluish tone colors. I see some detail or decals here. I don't know if it's stickers or rub transfer, but we'll find out soon enough. It can't be water slide, of course. I wish I had more info on this, but I can't seem to find it on Wiki. Maybe okay, I see here GundamTheOrigins.net. I'll go to their website and dig in some more information. Oh, and as you can see, this box is a little bit warped and damaged, so I got this at a discount price. The price on this is, of course, 1,800 yen. Here it is. Now this is the 3-fingered version, of course, which is actually not a hand. It's just basically the machine gun pointing. And of course this, when I first saw this, I thought without the heat rod, I thought it was like a flamethrower. But of course it's something that it used to whip out the whip and then extract. Plus the fact that you can detach and reattach other, you can put a manipulator hand. I don't know if it comes with the kit. We'll take a look at that soon enough. So right now, let's open this up. Let's see what we got to work with. Alright. So in this tray, we have 2 heat hawks. One short and one long heat hawk. I see the connector here for the base of the arm. I see some sort the guard thing that goes at the front part of the arm. It must be the backpack and some thrusters here. Some joint connectors, and I see that canopy part that goes in the chest, and clear part here. Okay, so here we have the signature blue colors. We have the 2 parts of the arms there. Here's the head, front part of the chest, shoulder armor, or spike armor actually, the legs, shield, Oh, this comes with the shield? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it does come with the shield. More inner frame parts. And if I'm looking at this correctly, this look like stickers. But these are unique stickers. You know what? I haven't done put stickers on a model kit in a long time. Maybe it's high time to try it. And here are more blue parts, poly caps, more other gray parts there. I see a sticker for the mono eye. You really need a sticker for the mono eye, and you just put it with the others. Here's the part of the shield. Blue. Oh, okay. This is the darker blue parts. So we have the lighter, you know, the royal blue, and then we have the navy blue. And we have more blue parts here, and then of course the heat hawk. I'm sorry, the heat rod and the umbilical cords. And we have the manual. Another cool little tidbits. Let's put this here and review the manual. Okay, pamphlet they've been putting in recent model kits of the upcoming Blu-ray box of the Gundam 0083 Stardust Memories. Here's of course the release date of Gundam: The Origins Artesia's Sorrow, which came out on October 31st, 2015. Just wanted to know who was the idiot that tried to kill them and got his face, you know, skewered. Alright, so let's review this. We're gonna a lot of parts here. See a lot of X's for some of the parts that is not as required. Especially here and these parts, because I guess it's taking from the original high grade Gouf and maybe Gouf Custom and apply it to this one. There's some minor updates here and there. There's little details that they added onto this kit, so you'll see some cool things. And of course we'll cover them, each and every one of them. But according to the manual, here is the assembly of the body, followed by the backpack, the front chest part, the waist unit, which of course you have to merge the waist with the torso together. Then you have the assembly of the head, and the joints for the left arm. Yes, now this one's interesting. So I believe the arm is going to be a little different, even though they look the same. Let me see here. Is there anything different here? So that's left arm, and that's right arm. Oh, so they just cover both ends. It's the same. It's the same instructions. Surprise. Okay. Then you have also the left arm has the manipulator hand for the gun, while the right arm has the manipulator hand for the, or the manipulator arm for the heat rod. Then you have the foot assembly, followed by the left and right leg. Then you split the manual here, finishing up the legs. Then you have the shield. If you wish to put the shield, looks like it's optional. And then the gimmick here is the extra arm to put on. You only have one hand, so, and it's only for the right hand. You don't have the ability to put in the left hand. However, I believe that if you get the Mobile Worker 2 or the Mobile Worker 2 Rumbarao version, you can take that arm and put it onto this. That could be possible. I wonder if it's possible to actually make a copy of this and put other things on this. Who knows? We don't know. Maybe put a weapon. Interesting to see. And then of course here's what the kit looks like painted, and the color guide, and the placement of the of the decals. Wow, they really go all out with this. Nice. Let's talk about painting. Now, for the most part, if you ask me what is my favorite color, it is blue. I like blue. I wouldn't mind blue. But then again, it'll be blue, a kit. And I like the. When I looked at this kit, I said to myself, all right, this looks good in desert colors. Of course, we're getting the other mobile suit in desert colors as well. But what would it look like if this was in desert colors? Never thought of that until I said to myself, you know what, I might as well paint it in desert colors. So I checked my inventory of paints to see what I have, and surprisingly, didn't have that much in the lacquer-based paint. I do have a lot in acrylic-based paint. So I got these guys that I thought would probably be interesting to try. So like for the overall blue, I was looking at either this color, desert yellow, or dark yellow. For those of you who don't remember my high grade Justa build, that came out really nice. And I was thinking of doing that, but looking at this, I see a two-tone color scheme. Two-tone color. So like something like the leg, I can, like, let's say paint one color like in between where it separates the cuff here and the cuff down here, and then that goes around here and then all the way around. This part looks like the part of the leg, I guess. Yes, this is I believe the rear part of the leg. I could be wrong. Oh no, that's actually the side of the leg. So that's another tone color, or two-tone color there, because you got the separation of the panel lining right there. That could be a two-tone right there. This could be two-tone. You guys are pretty much understanding where I'm going with this, right? Because I like to try something a little bit unique on this. The arms, don't think there could be two-tone, except for this, where I can paint one color here, mask it off, and paint the other color. It will have to be identical, so this and the spikes will be the same, while the other tone will be there. Yeah. The one thing that, of course, that's probably going to bug me, and I'm looking at it in the manual. Let me see here in the sides. Yeah. What's going to bug me is the seam line. Specifically right there. And I don't know if there's a seam line in this arm, but it could be, or maybe or not. That cannot be avoided, of course, but this one on the actual thing. So let me see here. So I look at this again. I assemble this. Oh, okay, good. So this is not a. Actually, that is a part. See, this is the one thing that, again, like I said, it was bugging me. The fact that I'm going to have to assemble this, glue it, sand it down so it's nice and even and flush. I cannot get away with it by, painting it and putting it and then snapping it out and snapping it back in again. Especially with the horn, or the horn. So this will be a unique challenge for me to try that. I don't see any other parts that requires me to glue them together and sand them down. The forearms are pretty much all solid parts, solid red circle parts, and don't have to worry about the legs because they have seam. The actual panel lining works in with the seam line, so we don't have to worry about that. Those are things you can get away with, but something like this, something like that, you cannot get away with. Alright, so with me preparing this and putting it together, I am going to paint yellow desert color for one tone color and dark yellow for the other tone. So actually the lighter tone, well, hold on, because I can also use this. This is far more darker. This is the khaki color. No, this will be a little too strong. So this will be on the outside, this will be on the inside. Or this could be on the outside, this could be on the inside. We'll have to flesh it out. So that will be for the blue, the normal navy royal blue. For the darker blue, I'm going to use NATO brown, since it is a desert type color. And it will probably be appropriate because it will be for the feet, the knees, the waist unit right there, the side part of the chest, this part here, which I believe that's the same color, the waist part. I don't think I see anything else here that requires it. Also the part here for the hand, for the the holding of the hand. So yeah, this will be the colors I'll use. Now for the umbilicals, I'm just going to use gunmetal, but not the Alaclad 2 gunmetal. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, what do you think of that? Think it'll come out pretty good? I don't know. We'll see. So, let's stop talking and let's start building prototype Gouf demonstration type.